The first time I saw her, she was standing barefoot on the hull of a wrecked starship. In the middle of open space. No suit. No oxygen. No fear. Just silence and starlight. And when her eyes turned toward me through the viewport, I knew I should have looked away. But I didn't. Because she wasn't supposed to exist. Part 1. The Wreck. We found the ship drifting between Saturn's rings, a derelict Illyrian vessel, half crushed by ice and debris. It pulsed faintly with a golden light that shouldn't have been there. "Looks dead to me," said Commander Hale. "No power, no life signs." But my scanners disagreed. "Something's still active in there," I said. "Energy readings are off the charts, oscillating, but stable." He smirked. "Then congratulations, Dr. Wren. You just volunteered to check it out." So I did. I'm Dr. Cale Wren, xenophysicist. I study the things humanity shouldn't touch but always does anyway. Inside, the ship was half melted, its corridors rippling like frozen waves of gold. The air shimmered faintly, and gravity felt wrong, like it pulsed in slow, steady breaths. And that's when I saw her. She was kneeling beside a shattered containment pod, strands of white hair floating in the low gravity. Her skin glowed faintly, like molten glass cooling beneath the surface. When she turned, her eyes met mine. And everything else stopped moving. Part 2. The Touch. She didn't speak, not at first. She just stared, head tilted, studying me like I was the alien. Then she whispered in a language I didn't know, but somehow understood. "Who revived me?" I froze. You can talk." Her eyes narrowed. "I can do more than that." The air around her shimmered, and the metal bulkhead behind her began to bend as if responding to her mood. I raised my hands slowly. "I'm not here to hurt you." She stepped closer, the light under her skin pulsing like a heartbeat. "Then why did you wake me?" "I didn't. Your ship was transmitting an energy pulse. I came to investigate." She paused. Then, softly, "You shouldn't have come." I don't know what made me do it, but I reached out. A simple gesture, human instinct, to show I meant no harm. The moment my fingers brushed her arm, the world exploded in light. I saw stars dying, suns collapsing, and something vast screaming in the void. Pain flooded my chest, but it wasn't mine, it was hers. Then the light vanished. She was staring at me, breathing hard, eyes wide with fury and fear. "Never touch me again," she said, voice trembling. "One more touch, and you die." Part 3. The Warning. They took her aboard our research vessel, the Horizon Ark. She didn't resist. She didn't speak either, not to anyone but me. The crew called her the Ghost. But her real name, she told me later, was Alindra. She wasn't human. Not even close. Her molecular pattern was half energy, half organic, a living fusion reactor shaped into human form. When I tried to scan her, the instruments overloaded. She didn't just carry power, she was power. And yet, she seemed fragile. Lonely. In the observation bay, she would stand for hours, gazing out at the stars. One night, I asked, "What are you looking for?" Her lips curved into a faint smile. "Home." "Where's that?" "Gone," she said simply. When I didn't answer, she turned her eyes on me, soft, sad, almost human. "Your kind destroyed it," she whispered. "Not out of hate. Out of curiosity." I swallowed hard. "We didn't mean to." "No," she said. "But meaning doesn't undo what is done." Then she looked down at her hands, glowing faintly through her skin. "And now I'm all that's left." Part 4. The Experiment. The council back on Luna wanted her studied. Dissected, if necessary. But I refused. "She's alive," I argued. "Sentient. You can't just." "Dr. Hale interrupted, "She's an energy anomaly. Not a person." But that's where he was wrong. Over weeks of quiet conversations, I learned that Alindra remembered every heartbeat of her world, the Illyrians, luminous beings who lived in harmony with the suns themselves. They harnessed stellar cores not as fuel, but as companions. Until one of their stars collapsed. And a human expedition, centuries ago, tried to extract it. The result wiped out her entire civilization. She alone survived, bound to the dying core that now lived inside her. She wasn't just alive, she was a star's ghost wearing a woman's face. Part 5. The Pull Between Us. Despite her warning, I couldn't stay away. There was something magnetic about her presence, the way her energy pulsed with emotion, how she would flinch when someone passed too close, or close her eyes when the ship's engines hummed. Sometimes, when she stood near me, my instruments flickered, lights dimmed, and my heartbeat synced to hers. One night, I found her in the observation dome again. The stars reflected in her eyes like twin nebulae. "You shouldn't be near me," she said softly. "Why?" "Because every time you are, the containment weakens." "What containment?" She placed a hand over her chest. "The thing inside me. The heart of a dying star. It wants release." I stepped closer, unable to help myself. "And if it's released?" She looked up at me, eyes glowing faintly. "Then everything around me burns." Her words should have terrified me. But they didn't. "Instead," I said, "then let me help you control it." She smiled, sadly. "You still don't understand. It's not meant to be controlled." Part 6. The Second Touch. 2 weeks later, the alarms blared. The ship's energy core had gone unstable, sabotaged by someone who believed Alindra was a threat. When I reached the chamber, she was already there, standing inside the containment ring. Her light was blazing now, golden, wild, alive. "Get out of there," I shouted. She shook her head. "It's reacting to me. I can stabilize it, but..." Her voice trembled. "If I fail, I'll take you all with me." I climbed into the chamber anyway. The heat hit me like a wave, searing through my suit. "Kale," she screamed. "You'll die. Then we die together," I said. "You're not doing this alone." She turned, eyes wide, desperate. "Don't touch me, please." One more touch, and... But I didn't listen. I reached for her. The moment my hand met hers, reality cracked. Part 7. The Star Within. The universe unfolded inside my mind. I saw the Illyrians, beings of light, singing to their suns, weaving constellations like symphonies. I saw the moment humanity came, drilling into the living heart of a star, tearing it open. And I saw her, Alindra, standing in the wreckage, her body merging with the dying light to contain its fury. She became its vessel. Its cage. Its eternal grief. Now that grief was flowing into me. "You shouldn't have touched me," her voice whispered through the light. I couldn't stop myself, I answered, though I didn't know if I was speaking aloud. The energy around us spiraled, melting steel, bending time. But beneath the chaos, I felt something else, connection. Her heartbeat, steady and strong, echoing inside my chest. For the first time, she wasn't alone. Part 8. The Choice. We stood in the eye of the storm, light swirling around us like wings. Her face was calm now, serene. "You've merged with it," she said. "The star recognizes you." "What does that mean?" "It means you can end it. But it will kill you." I laughed weakly. "That seems to be a theme between us." She smiled faintly. "You remind me of the first human who came to our world. Curious. Reckless." I met her gaze. "Then let's finish what they started, without the destruction this time."